1.
Hello, everybody! It is, what, 3 nights in a row for us coming on live, which is, I don't think it's ever happened. This is making history here for GastroCast. Heather's coming. She's on the phone with family. I didn't want to keep you waiting too much longer. It was supposed to start at 8:30, and here we are at 8:38. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Make sure you hit the like button. It helps this channel in a very big way. It helps the video in a really big way. Last couple of days have been really interesting, haven't they? SDCC, fun days. We've covered it all. And I hope you guys have enjoyed all the content. We try to keep you informed as much as we can here on the GastroCast. I think we've done a pretty good job at it this time. SDCC seemed to be great. Wish we could have been there. And there was a comment that I'm going to read, or a post that I'm going to read probably when Heather comes into the room. I don't want to read it without her because I think she'll like it too. But somebody left a very, very, very nice comment in the GastroCast We Hunt Together group. It was very sweet. So appreciate that in a really big way. So before we kick it off, mischieftoys.com, go and check it out. If you haven't already, you probably already have if you're watching us. Mischieftoys.com, we have our Tiki shirts available. We also have tank tops available, hats available. Go and get all of your merch ASAP, as soon as you can. It won't be up for very much longer, and we want to make sure that you can get your stuff. It's very important to pay attention to all of the merch and everything, because you never know what we're going to do when it comes to the merch. This time, if you order a Hawaiian shirt, we're going to give this away to one lucky winner. It'll be randomly given away. So if you buy a shirt, you have a chance at getting this Tiki Ghastly prototype, or Water Tiki Ghastly prototype. So make sure you go and check out all that stuff on mischieftoys.com. Thank you, Christina Payne. Really appreciate you. Means a lot. Edgy Josh, thank you. Yeah, it's a great collection, but it's too much. It's way too much. I need to scale it back a little bit. It just looks like a mess back there. I got too much going on. But I got to fit my Batmobile in there. I got a 1989 Batmobile I got to fit in there. And I don't know where to put it, but I'll have to figure that out. I'll have to figure that out soon. This video is all about this Iron Man figure, infamous Iron Man figure, is going for a lot on eBay and Mercari. A friend reached out to us on Instagram and let us know about all of this. And I hadn't really paid too much attention. It makes sense because last night we saw the Robert Downey Jr. Announcement for Doctor Doom. So all Doctor Doom things right now are going to go through the friggin' roof. So if you have Doctor Doom stuff, you're probably going to be sitting on a couple extra bucks here in a minute. I personally have all of the Doctor Doom stuff except for Doctor Doom that's like metallic. It's the old school one. I do not have that, but I have every single other one. I wanted to go for the metallic one, but I think that's not going to happen anytime soon. Just because of how much it's going to probably go for it at this point. The Tiki shirt pre-orders are up until next Sunday, correct? I think so. Heather will know more about that. I really don't keep up with that. She's more of the coordinator when it comes to the merch and how long it stays up. But when she comes in, I'll remind her to please discuss that so we can be sure. But I'm pretty sure it's through next Sunday. But don't hold me to that. So this weekend was awesome. We actually went today. We found a couple extra moments where, believe it or not, after this whole weekend, how crazy it's been, to step away and go watch Deadpool and Wolverine again. our friend Carlos Q. A lot of you know Carlos Q. He's on Patreon. He's done a lot of really great giveaways. He's such a good guy, a good friend of ours, has always been really sweet to us. Appreciate him so much. We went to the movie with him. We had dinner with him last night. Just had a good time just hanging with him. We don't get to hang out that often. We're always too damn busy to hang out. But Carlos brought me something really special and mind-blowing, and he said it was an early birthday gift. And I, honest to God, I did not expect it at all. I don't expect anybody to do anything for me like this or give me anything or go out of their way this much. But Carlos Q hooked me up in such a big way, and I wanted to show it here. I'll probably show it in a video this week as well because I just want to spread my love for Carlos Q because he's so sweet. Look at this. So this is
something that Chris has wanted since he started collecting.
Yeah, so this is probably the top grail for me for like anything Funko at this point. I remember seeing this Funko Pop on Amazon when I first started collecting, and I remember seeing it on there. You know, Amazon people can resell, and it was like $85, I think, or $90, and I laughed at it, and I was like, why would I ever spend that kind of money on a collectible? Like back then, I didn't understand it. Now, of course, I'm spending hundreds, sometimes thousands of dollars for this stuff. But back then, to me, that amount of money just seems so, I don't know. It just...
Stupid.
No, not stupid, but it just seems so ridiculous to me.
Yeah.
But
to spend on a collectible, it's like, you know, you're like, man, why would I do that? That's silly.
I mean, but now it's like, it's a regular thing.
Yeah.
So Carlos Q, today, in his hotel room, which sounds even creepier, the fact that it happened in his hotel room.
Creepier or hotter?
Hot, but creepy, the fact that we're like meeting in his hotel room and we're giving gifts to each other. He gave me this.
A boner. And this.
Red Skull, the original Red Skull Funko Pop with a, by the way, we're going to sell, because somebody said Chris is selling. I was in here selling Tiki merch. Just want you to know that.
Oh, yeah?
This is from $7 a pop. The case, at least, is from $7 a pop. And it is a Pop Shield armor, and they're on their website, and they're amazing, and they're the best way to protect your Funko Pops. And he had to travel a long way. He traveled all the way from California with this Funko Pop shielded in this Pop Shield armor. Thank God that these Pop Shield armors are a thing, because this is the best way to carry your Funko Pops around. You know, if you're going to travel with your Funko Pops or ship them, you're going to want to put them in these awesome cases, especially the ones that are high dollar like this one.
It came all the way from the other side of the country.
So a couple things about this Funko Pop. They, I mean, overall, it is in really stellar shape for a Funko Pop that came out in 2012, which is the date on the bottom of this guy. So there's the date at the top, and there's the Funko Pop. Look at him. Look at that little face. How cool is that, right? All the old school Funko Pops back there. I love it. So big shout out to Carlos Q for this. This was, it shook me to my core. In fact, I didn't realize, I think I was sort of in shock when he gave it to me. And when I got to the car, I started to really realize that he had handed me a Red Skull Funko Pop. That I own this now. That's insane. So love him to death. Big shout out to him. Appreciate him in a really big way. I didn't start collecting Funko until what, 2014, late 2014, early 2015. So a lot of this stuff had been out for a couple of years, but back then it wasn't like incredibly expensive, I guess, at the time. I mean, there were some things that had some major value, but Red Skull was sort of low at the time. And he has since climbed up that ladder. I don't even know what he's valued at. I didn't even look it up. I have no idea.
I don't think we should.
No idea. But
then you're going to want to do favors to Carlos, and I don't think that's appropriate.
You're acting like I haven't already. That's the weird part of this. Somebody was asking, the Tiki merch, is it available until next Sunday?
Yes, it's available next Sunday, August 4th at 10 p.m. Eastern.
There's your answer. Yep, so it'll be available through next... say it again?
Next Sunday, August 4th at 10 p.m. Eastern.
Next Sunday. There you go. So next Sunday, when we're here live, we'll be talking about Tiki merch a little bit. And we're also probably going to uncover a brand new figure as well. So it'll be a whole, what do they call it? A shish caboodle? What do they call that? It's a whole thing. It's going to be fun. We'll have a good time doing that, okay? All right. So why are we here? We're here to talk about values of that infamous Funko Pop, infamous Iron Man Funko Pop. I have it somewhere. It's up in the attic. It probably is destroyed at this point because all my Funko Pops in my attic are messed up. But I have to go look. But it's a glow-in-the-dark Funko Pop. It's a very cool Funko Pop. I remember ordering it a long time ago. DH said, enough chit-chat. Where's Fritz? He's in the other room.
I will show you what he is doing currently.
Oh. You have a live feed?
No. We went to the movie theater with Carlos earlier today and a few friends, Nick and Brett, and Nick's friend Sarah.
Okay.
And we saw Deadpool and Wolverine again. And I took a hoodie because when we were there Thursday,
It was Chilly Willy?
I was freezing cold. So I took a hoodie and I didn't use it today. It was hot.
Yeah.
And then when I got home, I set it on the couch and that's where Fritz is.
Amazing. Look at
He's
that.
on the couch on my hoodie, so
He's
now I have
hanging
to
out on
wash
that hoodie,
it.
baby.
Or maybe it's his hoodie now. I don't know.
Very nice. That good old Fritzy cat.
Yeah.
Fritzy King. Brian Ordell says, bought mine for $30 this morning at 1 a.m. Shipped today. Great. That's awesome. Because now things are really moving its way up in terms of value. I remember buying mine for whatever the price was online. I think I bought it on Amazon or something. I don't remember where I bought the damn thing. I used to just buy Funko Pops so often that I had no idea what I was getting when it would come in, remember? I'd like get it in the mail and I had no idea what was in the box.
It happens every single day. Anytime there's a package for you, I say, hey, what did you get? And you're like, I don't know. I didn't order anything. And you're always ordering shit.
Oh, look, they're all loving Fritz. All right, so look, let's take a look at this. Make sure I'm on the right page here. I am on the right page. So here is, let me refresh this. This is current bids right now. This has 21 bids on it, $105.50. We're also going to look at the ones that have already sold.
Come
on. So 105. There's one up for 150. People don't know. People know. It's like, hey, let's go ahead and
you guys are
do this.
insane.
150,
Stop it.
160, 280 with 44 bids.
That's fake. Shut the fuck up.
That's really happening right now. 90.
Go buy. There was one
bids.
up there for 100. Look, 160 or best off or 150. Buy it now. What the?
I don't know, but that person has it for a protective case. I don't know. Maybe it's in a pop shield or something. Is that what this is? I don't know. Maybe it's just like oh, it does have damage. I don't know. I don't know why they're doing that. You're right. That is weird, isn't it? But 280, 159, 100 out of the... Is that out of box? $100? Oh my God. No box or stand. Best offer, $100. So this Funko Pop is really climbing at the moment. So here, I'm going to refresh this again. Okay. So there's one that sold for what? 100 and probably below 130, right? So probably around $100. Here's a bunch of them selling for sold for $200. All different versions of Doctor Doom. Doctor Doom there, 140, maybe below 100. But I mean, look, this is crazy, right?
Yeah.
But is it expected? I mean, or look, here we go, $60. So I was looking at stuff from this morning. Just like Brian Ordell just said, July the 20th, oh, it says $15.07. Maybe this person doesn't know what they have. I don't know.
It was
a special edition sticker too.
It was also probably up before.
Yeah, look at them selling. This is what I was talking about. So they were selling at this lower price, and then it just took this complete turnaround. Look at this Iron Man bundle for $55.99. Look at everything they got in there. That's a really cool set too. Him and his daughter.
Yeah, I love that set.
Yeah, that's a great set. But here we are now, hours later. And here's where we're parking. How crazy is that? That's $140 for that thing. And that one person, they were bidding it up to $280. So what do we think about this? I mean, we'd say this is pretty standard, right? This happens when things become popular or something earth-shattering happens. Yeah. Like people get all worked up. I mean, is that what we're saying here? This is normal?
It'll go down, yeah. It's like when a celebrity passes away, their Funko Pop is always...
Remember when we used to see that all the time? I remember the most recent one was Chadwick Boseman.
That was one, but there was also Rose from the Golden Girls.
Did it happen with that one?
Mm-hmm.
Did
I
it
don't
really?
think it was as extreme. And Ruth Bader
Ginsburg?
Ginsburg, yeah.
That was another one.
That was another one.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
it happens all the time.
Mine's collecting dust in the garage with the old SE sticker. Oh, okay. That is money that should have been spent on mischief toys, not a pop that will go back down in value in a couple weeks. Well, I wonder what's going to happen with this. So Dr. Doom Funko Pops too apparently have been climbing up the ladder, so to speak. Let's see, Dr. Doom. Let's see what we're looking at. So, I mean, not too crazy, right? So you got 30. Wow, that's a common Funko Pop right there.
Yeah.
I remember buying that. $60 out of box. Is that the black and white one? Yeah.
The older Dr. Dooms are pricey.
They are. And the only one I do not have, I had mentioned it earlier in this live, is the...
Glow?
No.
Metallic?
Is there a glow one? No, I don't have a metallic one.
I think I'm crazy.
I don't have the metallic one. I do know that.
I have a friend who got one in a mystery box, and he always, like, dangles it in front of me because he knows that you want it.
Who?
Our friend Justin.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dangling it in front of you?
Yeah.
Really?
Like, he always makes jokes about it.
Does he have a red skull?
No.
Maybe you need to start dangling that back, Heather.
Good point.
Dangle, dangle, baby. FOMO is alive and well. Yeah. You know, I guess part of this video is like, wow, isn't it crazy? Look what's happening. But the other part of it is, look, Funko still got it, and people still want Funko product. And especially when things happen, they want to get the pop, right? Because we're all connected to that now. I know I am in terms of collectibles. When I hear a movie's coming out, I'll think first Funko and then second Hot Toys or vice versa. Like, those are my two go-tos. I don't collect the Marvel figures or anything like the Marvel Legends or anything like that. Mm-hmm. But the Hot Toys and Funko Pops, I want them. So I'll look for those. But I have definitely sort of swayed more towards the Hot Toy stuff.
Yes.
But it's just too expensive. I can't do it so often.
Yeah.
Like, I got to really... I mean, looking behind me, you wouldn't think that. Yeah. But I got to slow down because I don't have any room.
No, but somehow they keep finding their way to our house.
I got that Batmobile in there. We got to figure out what the hell we're doing with that thing.
There's more than that. There's two sitting right by the front door that haven't been unboxed yet.
Oh, my two other figures.
You haven't even checked to see what's in them. They could have sent you like a can of beans.
Oh my God, I hope not. Yeah, I bought some resale figures. Yeah, I hope they're not beans. That would be weird. What if they did send me beans?
That happens.
I probably should open it up and check it out.
You probably should.
I would recommend getting Dr. Doom from ECCC 2020 because I believe that version is from Avengers Secret Wars, so I would get it before it would reach to 200 plus because that version is God Dr. Doom. Yeah, I have that one as well. That was a cool one. It was all white, remember? Like white and chrome.
Very
yeah, that was a cool Funko Pop. Dangle that Tommy Lee.
That's very dirty.
Dangle that Tommy Lee.
I don't have one around. How do I get one?
You know what I'm stoked over though?
What?
I think I might want to get some of those Deadpool Wolverine Funko Pops. Man, we didn't really talk so much about the ordering those figures, the ones that we popped ourselves. Jesus, how could they charge that much? That's silly, isn't it? Why couldn't they just sell you the figure or the head, right? Just the head portion with the bodies. Like, why couldn't they just add that in? Why is it?
I think those are outfits.
They're outfits
that you put on. Do you put them on?
No, I think you put the head on it. I don't think you put them on. Do you?
I don't know.
No, I don't think so. That'd be insane. You're actually you mean like on a Barbie?
Bro, I don't know. I didn't get it.
You did get it. We bought one. Would you didn't
read
the fine language?
It. Do you?
No, but did you read the fine print?
No, did you?
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
Have you pre-ordered your Hot Toys in Deadpool and Wolverine? Yeah, I have, actually.
Oh, good. So now we have more fucking Hot Toys.
A new Mischief Toys figure reveal next week. Yes, please. Hell yeah, bro. It's going to be awesome. And I want to tell you this, though. Maybe I'll announce it. Maybe I'll just say it. We are going to show you on our next Patreon call the final mortem, like figure. You're going to see the final mortem figure. And it's going to be awesome. So if you're a patron at levels 2, 3, and 4, you can come live with us on Google Meet, and we'll show you the figure. I am so stoked over this thing.
You guys will love it.
It is so unbelievable. This figure is so unbelievable. It is definitely my favorite, hands down, in terms of anything we've ever done for Mischief Toys. I just love it so much. It's just very. It has I have a very special connection to it, because it's just like, it's so like hardcore, but cute, and I love those two things so much. And I think that's what Mischief Toys should be. What are you looking at? You're staring. Is there a comment?
Yeah, look what Alex said. Okay, listen. Alexandre, I hope I'm saying that right, but if I'm not, please correct me, because I've seen your name before and I don't want to say it wrong. So can you, like, show me how to say it? But they say, hey, Chris, if you want a Chrome extension to see the accepted price on eBay, search this on Google. Cardboard Market.
Oh, very cool. Thank you. Yeah, I can do that. I will do that.
To you.
Yeah, thank you. I will do that. Hey, Chris, is that Biker Mice from Mars parked next to the DeLorean? Freaking awesome. No, actually, it's the Tron Cycle. It's the Tron Cycle. My son and I, we did an unboxing with it not too long ago. It's really cool. It, like, lights up and everything. It's super sick.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. The Dr. Dooms go up in price now. So the one that we were talking about was the Infamous one. And the Infamous one has definitely gone up in price. We're thinking that we're going to see a lot of these Dr. Dooms, not just these guys, but maybe the other ones go up as well. But the Infamous one is going up fast. I don't know where it'll land, but there's one going for currently being bid up to $280. I don't know why. I think people go on eBay and they bid on stuff, and now it like comes down to like winning the fight. And so they'll just keep spending even if it doesn't even make sense.
Yeah.
Like, that's something I personally wouldn't do. Oh, no, you're good. You don't have to be sorry. Oh, thank you, Christina. Christina, you're so good at that. Look at that. Always posting mischieftoys.com. I really appreciate that. That's so sweet of you. This week has been, or this weekend, and yeah, I guess part of last week, has been really crazy. With San Diego Comic-Con and seeing all the things that have sort of transpired there. We didn't really get to talk about the other companies and focus more so on Funko. Mm-hmm. But a lot of other companies...
That's how it always is, though.
It
with
is.
Fun days and all.
Yeah.
That's just where our focus goes.
But there's a lot of other companies that had a really big outing this year. And just a shout out to them. I know for a fact Abominable Toys did really well. They had their Godzilla. They had the Amethyst. Really great figures. Big congrats to them for that. Barely available. We were talking to a friend, and barely available, like, apparently it sold out. Like, it was one of the quicker things to sell out every day.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was like an allotment thing or how they were operating that, but it sold out quick. I was lucky enough to go on $7bucksapop.com and order it.
That's awesome.
I don't like asking people for help. But our friend Jason Steven, he did reach out and offer help for the 100% soft.
Aww.
So we got help with all of that, which is great. So we're going to have both of the Deadpool dumpster fires come in, the mushroom one that you liked.
Oh, the swampy guy.
And the little rat pin, the rat Deadpool pin. So we're getting all that. Then
I can't wait. That's
Super
so nice.
7 had some really cool things. Brian Barrick went over and grabbed us Return of Living Dead figures.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they're like bright green and stuff. Wow. They're really neat looking figures.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so those were a couple things I was really after. And then, of course, Sam Studley hooked me up
with jazz.
With my jazz, which was great. Now, how about you? Did anybody reach out to you? Did you get any help? Or
yeah.
You did?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it, though. I'll show it. I'll be about it.
Hmm?
Yeah, I'll be about it. I don't want to talk about it.
What do you mean?
I'm excited.
So is this stuff that I know about?
Noah Pope says, what movie release are you guys looking forward to next? I am really looking forward. This is going to sound so lame. But I read It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover. And there is a movie with Blake Lively and Justin. I can never remember his last name. I think it's like Cardoni or something. He was in Jane the Virgin.
Oh, okay.
And they're both going to be in it.
That's like your favorite show.
And yes, oh my gosh, I love Jane the Virgin. But I am very excited to see that movie because the book it's going to be a really emotional movie.
Cool.
And I'm excited for it. I don't normally I'm into like horror and comedy, but like and
this is up your
superhero
alley.
stuff too. But like this will be like straight away from something I watch typically, but I'm very excited for it.
Yeah.
And I always love seeing books to film because I like to compare like what I saw in my head versus what is on the screen and how they interpret it in film form.
Right.
And another thing I'm really looking forward to is Joker.
Oh, Joker. Yeah, definitely Joker for me.
I love Joker.
Captain America, the next Captain America film, I'm really excited about.
When will that be?
That's next year. So that's in 25. But I'm really excited about that. By the way, the preview, somebody sent me the video, of Fantastic Four that was filmed at SDCC. Holy balls. That looks like a lot of fun. I'm super stoked over that. Really excited about Fantastic Four. I think a lot of the stuff that I want to see is like kind of far in the future now. The Deadpool Wolverine film was just fantastic. And I'm always always wondering, like, Red Letter Media is like my favorite YouTube channel to watch, hands down. I love them. I love their humor. I just love everything about them. And they went and watched the film. And typically when they come back, they come down on superhero films a lot, which I understand because it gets too many superhero films lately, right, over the last few years. So when they put their video up, which went up today, I went and watched it. And I immediately thought they were going to crap all over it, and they loved it. They loved Deadpool and Wolverine. And I was shocked, but also elated because I thought the movie was really well done, and I really respect their reviews and appreciate their reviews. So the fact that they gave it so much praise, I was like, you know what, that's cool, because a lot of reviewers, not a lot, but a good amount, because the movie right now is like 78% on Rotten Tomatoes for critics, which is shocking. It is 97% for fans.
So, a big thing that I've heard is that people think that it wouldn't be as well received if it weren't for some of the people we saw aside from Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah.
But I loved it.
Yeah.
No matter what.
I thought it was great.
It was phenomenal.
It was really fun.
So I'm curious if that's what the critics are saying, because I've heard that from a lot of fans.
The story of the film was fine, but overall the movie was just so damn fun. The opening scene of the film with the credits was just so friggin' fun.
I smiled the whole time.
Me too. I was giddy the whole time.
I was like I giggled a lot.
It's with the craziest
Even
thing.
the second time we saw it.
The craziest thing about it is I could go and watch it again right now.
I could too.
I could watch it right now.
Should we just
I loved it that much.
Take our pillows to the movie theater.
We should live stream it when it finally comes out. We could live stream it, watch it with Gascast Patreon. That'd be fun.
That would be fun. Is that legal?
That. Yeah.
That's legal, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so. I think it is.
Beetlejuice coming this fall. I forgot about that. How could I forget? I love Beetlejuice.
I'm very concerned about that. I don't know.
I'm not at all. The cast is phenomenal, and I don't think they would do Beetlejuice dirty. Well, we had a question. That's why I was up there.
Okay.
Right there. That's for you.
This one?
Alexander.
Oh, Alexander. Late to the stream, but why is Infamous jumping but not Doom? Infamous is jumping because I think it's Tony Stark is Iron Man.
Infamous.
Tony Stark is Doctor Doom.
Yeah.
That's one of the storylines. So that's why it's going up.
But is it going to be Infamous, or is this just Robert Downey Jr. playing Doctor Doom? Like, is it Iron Man Doctor Doom, or is it Robert Downey Jr.
Apparently, there was a story, a comic. I watched a video on it today because I had to understand because people are lashing out and they're angry over this whole idea of him. Yeah, exactly. That's how I feel. I think it's great. I'm fine with it. But there's a story where Tony Stark is a what-if story. Tony Stark and Victor Von Doom are sharing like a dorm room or something. I don't know, something like that. And Victor Von Doom basically swaps bodies with Tony Stark.
So it's like Freaky Friday.
Yes.
With
and
Tony
then he
and Dr. Doom.
And the reason why
Lindsay Lohan,
the reason why I think that it would be great that this happens is that there is a depth of emotion for the characters to see that to see Tony Stark, Iron Man, their friend, teammate, is instead an evil thing, like an evil character.
Interesting.
And for them, the dynamic of it is like, how do we fight him? This is it. And now they're probably going to try to question, like shake him, like shake him and say, "Wake up, Tony! It's you. You're not this bad guy, right?" That's going to be part of like the heartstrings being pulled, and he's going to possibly kill characters that he has worked with in the past. Like anything could happen. So I think it's going to be really intense. I'm looking forward to it a lot. I'm looking forward to it a lot.
Well, I'm curious if it is going to be a situation like that where it's supposed to be Tony Stark as Iron Man, or if it's just Robert Downey Jr. playing Dr. Doom, not Iron Man. Dr. Doom.
My other question is so the thing that happened during that show is that he had the mask on and he pulled it off and he put his arms out. And then he reached in his pocket, pulled out sunglasses, and put them on, and or winked and then put them on. Okay. And I was like, okay, so now it's like more like Tony Stark as Doctor Doom. It was really, I don't know if he just put the sunglasses on because, hey, I'm Robert Downey Jr. and I'm awesome, or if it was like a nod to what the character's supposed to be. I don't know. Maybe it's another universe as Doctor Doom, and it just happens to be Tony Stark. I don't know.
Like Deadpool said, they're really into the multiverse type stuff.
Yes. Yeah, and they made fun of it though in Deadpool, in the new Deadpool film.
They make fun of everything in Deadpool.
You know, there is something I like to talk about that's pretty deep and heavy, and the reason why it's deep and heavy, especially heavy, is because it's me. Because I'm heavy. So
why would you say that?
Because I'm actually starting to lose weight. So I'm trying to. I started dieting this week, and I promised myself that I would diet. I would also go for walks again. I want to get outside and walk again. Maybe get back to the gym at some point soon. But I really want to lose weight for New York Comic Con. Like I want to get to like my normal weight, which is I think even before I met you. But my normal weight used to be like in the 185, 190 range is usually where I would sit. And I felt really comfortable there. I felt good. And what I've started to realize is that I haven't felt good. I felt like crap all the time. And I had a hard time getting out of chairs, it felt like, because I was just so heavy. And I felt like going up the stairs, I feel like I'm winded. Like the other weird thing, I know this is going to sound really bizarre, but I was going out of my way not to bend over to pick things up.
Well, that's why you have to have monkey toes like me.
Right. But I didn't want to be a big old chub, I felt like a big old chubster, and I was like, not wanting to bend over because it was laziness, right? It was just me being lazy. So I decided that I really need to get on a good path. And one thing that I've sort of changed significantly is the amount of Coke Zero I drink.
Soda is so bad for you.
But I drank so much of it, it was like stupid. And I think, so here's what I found out so far. Okay. I found out that Coke Zero, for some unknown reason, other than to your point, it's bad for you, it made me feel horrible. Yeah. And because I drank it so often, it just made me feel horrible. Not only feel horrible, just like getting around and just my feeling, but also digestive stuff and acid reflux. And I was just noticing, like, man, I just don't feel well. So I had to cut back on my Coke Zero. I don't want to cut it completely out because I really do enjoy it. And it has caffeine in it. And it helps me through my day, I'll be honest. But I have cut back significantly. Other than last night, because I was drinking Diet Cokes with my drinks at the restaurant. But I have been drinking so much water that I'm now concerned that we're not buying enough water. And I feel like we need to buy more water from Costco.
You don't. We have ridiculous. A wonderful fridge that gives you water.
Because you got the little pitcher in there, right?
It's so good.
It's good water. I did taste it. It's good
Very
water.
Good. Mm-hmm. Our water here is good in general. But going through like the filter and everything is like, oh my God. Yeah. For some, it somehow tastes better than bottled water, and I love bottled water.
Yeah. So I'm taking this approach that I'm going to, cut out my Coke Zero at least as much as I've been drinking it, because it's terrible. But also my eating habits are changing. I'm trying to get to a point where I'm eating well. I feel like I've been eating well, like in terms of like vegetables and stuff. That's what I'm talking about.
Vegetables and stuff.
Like I'm balancing my stuff out.
But I don't like your low carb snacks and stuff. I don't like them because a lot of that stuff is high in sodium. The stuff that you choose.
So I eat a lot of those chicken things.
Yeah, those are high in sodium.
Are they? Yes. I eat a lot of those. I eat a lot of turkey, like high sliced turkey. Sodium. But I mean, those are the two things I eat the most. Yeah. So, well, then what's my option?
I mean, I have talked to you about this before.
No. I'm saying, like, if they're high in sodium, I guess I would just have to cook my own chicken then. Yeah. That would be the way to go.
Yeah, we need to find a better way to prepare it because, like you mentioned to me the other day, chicken tends to be, it can be dry. And you know why that is? I am so freaked out by undercooking chicken. Like, I don't mind an undercooked burger. I don't mind an undercooked steak. But chicken is one of those things you don't mess around with. Yeah. So, like, I do more than I should when I personally cook it. You cook it really good. Yeah. When it's on the grill. You're really good at cooking it, but you're always editing videos when it's, like, dinner time. Yeah. But you're good at cooking chicken.
You need plenty of mountain spring water. Liquid Death is here for you. Open the can and pour that delicious liquid down your throat. Hell yeah. I love that stuff. I haven't ordered it in a while. I think somebody had ordered it for us. It might have been Carlos Q who ordered us a little bit.
It might have been Shadow Force.
Well, when it came in, Shadow Force maybe too, but I drank through it so quickly that I didn't even say thank you because I'm a dickhead. But it's very good. Very good water. Broccoli? What's that mean?
I don't know what that means, but we love broccoli.
I love broccoli. Broccoli is one of my favorite things. It's hard to find good food with low to no sodium and sugar. Yeah, completely agree. I don't know what the deal is with that. I guess that's what keeps everything
delicious.
No, not even that, but also preserves it. Yeah. Yeah, preserves it. Did you guys see the new Dead City trailer? No, I haven't. But I'd like to see it. Andrew's Bobservations. That's an awesome name.
That's hilarious.
I love that name. I drink Coke Classic with water mostly. I hate coffee and have only 2 cups in my life, being in my 50s. Coke is my caffeine for the day. Same here, Lump. I'm in the same.
Lump. Same here, Lump.
Yep, I'm in the same boat. I don't drink coffee, so I drink my soda, and I love it. What can I tell you?
It was Shadow Force. Thank you guys.
Thank you. Much. You're so sweet. But the water, I've been drinking this, and the funny thing about it is I've noticed a change where I feel really good. I have been feeling really good, and I've been feeling like my body is trying to figure out what the hell is going on. Like I'm shocking my system. What really drove this is also I didn't feel well, not feeling well, but I was noticing I was putting on my shirts. And over the years, when I first met you, I was wearing
medium.
Yeah, it sounds hilarious, but I was wearing medium. And then eventually I got into large, and large was fine. And now I'm in XL. And in my XL shirts, some of them, they feel tight. And I'm like, what the F is going on here? Like, this can't be. And so, here's what really melted my brain the other day. Want to hear it? This is what really made me say, Chris, you need to stop. You need to make change here. Like, you can't keep doing this. I was outside in the warehouse, the Mischief Toys warehouse. You were filming for Instagram. And you filmed it, and we talked about Tiki Ghastly and the merch and everything else. And when the camera went off, you sat the phone down, it posted up on Instagram. And as I was sitting there rapping or doing something, I saw the phone replay the video. And when I watched it replay the video, I was standing like straight, like I was looking at you this way, and everything looked okay. And then I turned. And when I turned and I saw the side view of me, I got ill. I got very sick with myself. I couldn't believe it. I was like, what the fuck is that? I look like I needed a diet. That's what I look like. And so it was that was my big turning point. And so Tuesday is when I really started going hard at this. I'm glad I'm doing it.
I am too.
I feel good.
I want you to feel good about yourself. I think that you look good.
That's so sweet of you to say that. I really appreciate you saying that.
Ever.
Do we care about the Sonic 3 movie? Yeah, sure. I thought the Sonic films were great. I loved the first one so much. The second one was good. I only watched a couple times, but the first film was very good. Being diabetic makes you look hard at what food and drink you put in your face. It's not easy at times. Yeah, I agree.
So
when we go to Disney World, it's stupid what we're doing there.
No,
stupid.
It's good. It's so much
it's good.
fun.
No, it is good, but
it's so fun.
Stupid.
Man, I had chicken pot pie. I had a funnel cake.
And you know what's funny is that when I go there and like I'm on the trip, they sometimes will have this menu, like a short menu. It's like, here's what's good for you. And I read that every time I'm there, and I'm like, I like laugh at it. Because I'm thinking to myself, why would anybody come here? They're here to party. I mean, that's what we're at Disney World for, right? Yeah. We're here to party. We're here to eat and drink and just have all the good times.
So partying at Disney.
So the other thing that absolutely killed me, was beer. And I have been drinking a lot. You guys saw me on here. I had these big, tall beers. I was drinking those. And they're very good. I mean, those IPAs are unbelievable. But they put the pounds on you. And I was drinking them like every weekend. And during Patreon calls, during these lives, I loved them. They were so good. But had to put the kibosh to that. I haven't had one of those in a little while. Miss them, though. I really do. I miss them. Yeah. Chris was on his second trimester. LOL. Oh, thanks.
Jesus!
That's pretty hot. That's pretty heavy. I was there myself a couple years ago until I got back into the gym. Congratulations on your life changes. We want you to be around for a long time. Oh, thank you, King Killmonger.
Honestly, that's the biggest part of things. Like, you know, people say to me all the time, like, oh, you're so skinny. Like, when I was going to the gym and doing stuff like that, people were like, you're so skinny. Like, why do you need that? And I'm like, because I want to feel good. Like, just because you look a certain way doesn't mean you feel good, or, you know, you're not eating like shit. Like, I have a metabolism where I can eat whatever the fuck I want, but it doesn't mean that I'm healthy.
Well,
you know what I mean?
I think our biggest issue is that we are always constantly in motion and doing stuff.
It's
not even in motion.
So difficult for us to sit down and like cook.
Yeah, I think I'm saying that incorrectly, because we're not always in motion. I'm sitting here and I'm editing video, and I'm not in motion. The only thing's in motion is my arm.
We're busy,
but we're constantly busy. Yeah, we're constantly busy.
Yeah, my arm's busy too. I don't know.
Why would you do that? What are you doing?
I was being like Quagmire.
I don't think that's being like Quagmire.
Remember, he had this really strong arm from.
Oh, okay.
Beating his.
You're doing that to you? Is that what you're saying?
It was a joke.
Oh, okay. You really threw me off. I didn't know where you're going with that.
Like, it's really big too, because I was up here.
Enough. We might get kicked off of YouTube for this. But, oh man, now I lost my train of thought. What was I saying?
I don't know. Is it because I'm so hot?
No, you said something and I can't remember. Or I was saying something and I don't know.
that because I'm thin, people are just like, well, why do you go to the gym?
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
but it doesn't mean that you feel it. So I have been at point, and even now, like there are times where I like don't feel that great, and I know it's because of how I eat. Yeah,
well, that's the thing, right? Is I want to feel good, I want to look good, and
well, you do look good.
So we just don't have time to do a lot of things anymore. That's the issue. I was thinking about buying some dumbbells to have around here, but I have you already. You're a dumbbell. Come on, it's supposed to be a joke. You're a dumbbell? You don't like that? Anyway, I was gonna buy dumbbells and keep them around here somewhere. I don't know where we'd put them. That's the problem. We don't have room for the dumbbells.
I was gonna be. Really
Somehow we have room for you.
Yeah.
I don't know how that is. Yeah. But I was gonna buy some and then have them, and then I can do that every once in a while. I can do deadlifts and all that kind of stuff.
Could be. I may be a dumbbell, but I'm not a dumb fucking bitch. So why don't you chill out?
That was super aggressive.
Yeah. Chill the
super
fuck
aggressive.
Out.
But I think I'm going to buy them, and then we can go on our walks and everything. I'm not looking to become an athlete or an Olympian.
We should.
But
it's a little too late for the Olympics this year, but maybe next year?
Maybe next year.
Maybe we can
No, it's not next year. It won't be next year, will it?
Or the year after?
It's like,
I don't know.
It's like 15 years, every 15 years or something
like that. No, I think it's every 2 years.
I don't even know. I don't know how the Olympics
it's winter,
work.
every 2 it's summer.
I had no idea the Olympics were on. Until we were in that hotel today. It came up on the screen. I had no idea.
Yeah. The Olympics are a thing.
Yeah, Alexander, 100%. It is. It's tough because we're of course we do this. We got our day jobs. We got Max. And then in between, we got to find time to spend together, which happens as very, very few and far between.
Never.
We don't really spend as much time together as we really
We're
should.
together all the time, but we
are.
don't like
Not like, yeah.
like doing stuff just me and you, like hanging out. And
That's
stuff.
why I love going on our little trips every year. And like, I think really honestly, I know this sounds really nuts, but for our lifestyle, we need to go on 2 vacations per year.
I think we need like 10
Get
vacations a year.
away, not like Disney World like 15 times a year, but just get away for a little while. Because if we're here, we're going to be in it. And sometimes even when we're gone, we're still in it, but we try our best to stay away from it. I'm the worst at that because I'm constantly, my brain is constantly throwing out ideas of things that I want to do and see, and I sometimes I don't write it down, I lose it, and it's a mess. What's the word with the stickers from SDCC Pops? Are they using the same sticker as the convention? Anyone know?
I don't think so. I think it's separate stickers.
Are we saying online purchase? Is that what he's saying? Online Pops?
I think. I don't know.
Are you saying online?
I
Gangster,
haven't
are
heard
you
about
saying
that.
online Funko Pops are going to have the same stickers as SDCC? Because that doesn't happen. It's happened in the past. There's been, like Wong at Walgreens, for whatever reason, ended up having the SDCC sticker on it. Who knows why? But it got screwed up because I ended up getting one. But they really should have the proper sticker attached to them. Good thing you didn't end up going to Fun Days. Did you see all the food they had there? Oh my God, yeah. So there was Brian Barrick looked like he was at Thanksgiving dinner. It was unbelievable. He had so much food there. It looked good, but it was just the amount. I couldn't believe they were giving people that. Yes, online. So yeah, I think they're going to be separate stickers. I think the online sticker will be a shared sticker unless it's just by accident. That's kind of where my head's at with that. A lot of Haktua exercises burn calories. Listen up.
You listen up. Let's go.
Listen up. Yeah, I broke my wrist, but I'm away and realized I needed this, just not the wrist. Are they responding to us? Am I crazy? Is he talking to somebody else?
I think he means like he needed time away.
Oh, okay. Yeah, oh, well, we certainly need some time away. Oh my God. Especially right now, how I've been feeling, I need time away. Problem is that when we go away, we eat like animals. And so it's going to be it'll be tough for me to go away in this state. But
you know,
I'm excited. Oh man, I'm so excited. I feel so good like thinking about it, like losing weight and being able to fit my shirts right. Like that's one of my biggest things is I just want to wear my shirts and feel good in them.
Can I say something here that like while we are here, since we are on this topic, so that people can say stuff about it? Because I've never really had to diet, but like our insurance, like had to diet. That sounds so ridiculous. Like I've made the decision to like not eat fast food and not eat this or not eat that. Like when I was in high school, I used to drink soda and then I stopped one day and I dropped like 15 pounds, right?
Right.
But that's like the only
I'd rather
time
you not
I've
get
ever...
into what you're about to do. If
Okay.
that would be okay.
Yeah.
I don't want to get into that.
It's because you don't want to do it.
No, it's because this is what happens every time I try to get to a good place. I need to start off how I do things. And I know that I can get to the right place, but you got to let me do it. Because you talking me into other things is like, it makes me stray. And then I start thinking of other avenues and I end up falling off. So I'm just being honest with you. That's what happens to me every time. Every single time. I swear to God.
You've never even tried anything.
I'm telling you. The fact that you bring it up, it does something where it's like now I'm trying to find alternate routes. And I don't feel like dealing with that. So it's better that I do it I want to do it on my own way. And I know I can do it on my own way. And I know I'll do just fine. But I want to make sure to stay on track. So if you could let me just stay on track, I'd appreciate that.
Okay.
I'm just asking. It's a heart to heart. That's all I'm asking.
Yeah.
That'd be really, really nice. Heather basically is saying that we have nutritionists under our insurance. And she's like, you should go talk to a nutritionist. And that's cool. And maybe I'll lead into that. But as of right now, I really need to put a hard stop on everything that I'm doing. I have to. Like I can't. I have to. Well, I'm doing that. It isn't I am. So I need to stick to it and get to a better place because I know what's happened is my metabolism has completely bottomed out. And so without having metabolism, you eat all the time and I eat all the time. And you're mainly the reason why I eat all the time. Because you are
wow,
always...
I'm being blamed.
No. I'm it's not because you're doing it on purpose. You can eat a lot more than I can without gaining a lot of weight. You can eat desserts and things. I didn't eat desserts before I met you.
Dessert's my favorite thing.
But I never ate them. That's what I'm saying. I never, like, ice cream was so rare. Ice cream was like a once every 3 month sort of thing. Or maybe summertime I would get one. That was it. I would never eat cake or pie or any of that stuff. But you like eat all that stuff, and you and Max can eat it. But for me, I can't. Because my body just isn't, it's not ready for that. Like, if I got my metabolism at a good spot, I could do that every once in a while and be fine. But I can't do that right now because it just puts everything at a halt. My body is like, it right now, the odd thing about everything that I'm doing, it's very odd. I'm not craving carbohydrates. And typically I am.
That's weird.
Yes. So I'm not like super crazy about it. Like, I think it's because in my head, I am so focused on my end goal that I know what I want to do. And I'm not going to let myself falter this time. I just can't allow it to happen. But you are able to practically eat whatever you want at any given time. I have watched you eat, like, I always make this joke. You had cookies, soup, and something else. And you're down on the couch. This is like a couple years into our relationship. We weren't married yet. And you ate each one of those, one after the next. And I watched you. I was like, oh my God, how the hell is she able to do this? Because your skinny is real. I was like, how the hell is she able to do this? And
I just like it.
And so what happened was, from that moment, you went like this, body. I went like this. So obviously I can't do what you can do. Your father's metabolism is unbelievable.
That's where I get it.
I know exactly where you get it from. Believe me. I know your dad is crazy genetics when it comes to stuff like that. I don't have that. I gain the weight. I gain it in bad places. Especially very heavy taint right now. And I want to bring my taint down.
Someone said that I have to help you, but you saw how Chris reacted when I tried to help him. I cannot
Stop
help
trying
Chris.
to mukbang Chris, Heather.
I cannot help Chris. He does not let me. If literally anyone else told him that he should do what I suggest, as long as it's not me saying it, he will do it. But if I'm the person who says it, he will not.
So it's funny that you say that, Alexander. So my now boss, she was my coworker back when she said this, but she come into my office and she goes, I just can't believe it. She goes, when you say you're going to do something in terms of like dieting or whatever you're doing, she goes, you just like cold turkey cut it right off and you're just fine. I did the same thing with cigarettes. I cut cigarettes, bang, off. Never went back to them. That's just how I do things. And I think that's what how my brain works, right? I have to close the door on that and say, I cannot do this. And I have to have it in my head that I can't do it. So anytime I go for it, I know I can't. So what happened with Coke Zero is probably the strangest thing in this whole, what I'm doing right now. Coke Zero was always what I leaned on the most when I was trying to diet. But Coke Zero was only hurting me. I'm talking, this is way back when I got in really good shape. Mm-hmm. But now I'm leaning on water. So when I walked out there tonight, before this live, as an example, I walked out there, opened the door. And my thought was, I'm going to grab one soda and I'm going to grab one water. Mm-hmm. Right? I'll bring them in here and I'll drink them during this live. And I thought to myself, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to drink 2 waters. And I drank them. And I want to try to drink the amount of water that a person is supposed to drink every day. There were days I was peeing once. All day. Because I was drinking so much soda.
Yeah, you shouldn't do that.
Tell me about it. That's what I'm saying. My whole system's fucked up. So I'm trying to get myself back in order. And I'm feeling really good about it. I'm feeling really good. Believe me.
Good.
I feel on track. I feel healthy, I guess. It's only been 1 week, but I'm telling you, it's like a miracle. I don't know what's happened, but my brain changed because when I would come home and say, okay, I can't eat anything, I'd go in there and I would eat so much. It was before you're even getting home, or maybe you're off doing something. I'm in there eating like you wouldn't believe, chips and everything else. It was crazy. It was crazy.
I have seen you snack.
Oh my God, it's like a wild animal. It's like
I wanted to say something because it's like very obscene.
It is.
It's ridiculous.
It is.
But I can't because
It's like a raccoon that got in your trash can. That's what I'm
Yeah.
like. I'm scavenging everything and just eating.
Yeah.
Eating everything. When I was younger, I could eat anything without getting fat. Now, the older I get, the harder it is to stay in shape, David. I totally feel you on that. I'm 40, so I 100% feel that way. Now I will say this: even in my younger years, I always had a hard time with weight. That's something you didn't really deal with any of that, did you? You said there was a time where you did gain weight or something.
So my weight that I typically am is around 120 to 128. Like I've steadily been between that since I've been an adult.
Okay.
But there was a point in time in high school when I was about 145. And I gave up soda.
You 145?
I drank soda all the time.
Wow.
And when I gave it up, it like fell off of me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Regular soda? Sugar soda?
I think it was diet soda. That's what my dad always kept in the house.
Okay.
I think. I'm not certain. And like I liked Mountain Dew too. Mountain Dew was good. I didn't drink it like a lot. Like a lot of people are like crazy about Mountain Dew. I would drink it like once in a while.
I don't like Mountain Dew.
I remember like when Pepsi Blue was a thing. I loved Pepsi Blue. Fucking
The hell was
disgusting.
Pepsi Blue?
It was Blue Pepsi.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Like blueberry? What was the flavor of Blue Pepsi? I never heard of that. Was it out for like a year?
I don't remember. Berry flavored.
Really?
2002 to 2004.
Okay, that's a brand new one to me. I've never.
It was blue.
Oh my god. Okay, I remember that logo. I don't think I ever drank it.
I don't remember that. I remember that.
Okay. Yeah, it's got this really bizarre. That logo, for some reason, it looks familiar, but no, I don't. You know what? Now looking at it, I don't remember that.
Yeah, it was
That's
very
bizarre.
good back then, but now I probably think it's disgusting.
Try this, Chris. Instead of 2 small bottles of water, get those 1-gallon bottles. I time to time drink 1 or 2 of those bottles a day. I even sometimes drink nearly half of those within 5 minutes. Wow. Yeah, I used to have those. I used to drink a ton of those big, gigantic waters. I used to buy them all the time. But yeah, I probably have to go out and buy the big boys because I'm drinking water like it's going out of style right now. Maybe I'll just fill up a big old pitcher. See, my problem is, if you buy a thermos thing like you have, will it keep it cold for a long time?
Oh my god, it keeps it cold all day.
All day?
Yeah, I
So
can
in other
go
words,
like 12 hours, there's still ice in that thing.
Do I need to get one of those big, gigantic cups, like that has the lead in it? What are those cups that everybody's
Stanley,
fighting over?
No, don't do that.
I should get a Stanley.
No,
I feel like I'm getting in with all the girls now. I need to be one of the girls.
The ones that I like.
They got Stanley with the Deadpool on it. Give me that. Do they have a Deadpool with Stanley or Stanley with Deadpool on it? I need that.
I don't think so.
Sign me up, Heather. I need one.
So they have these. They have a 40 ounce. That's a pretty color.
I don't want a pretty color. Oh, I want the pink. Give me that.
You want that?
That's badass.
Do you want it?
You know what? Can I put a Mischief toy sticker on that?
You can do whatever you want.
That'd be cool. Oh, I like that. Oh my god, look how big this thing is. I'm going to be careful. Show them the picture of this.
It looks like a
Look
Stanley.
how unbelievable this is. Can you imagine me walking around with that? Show them the pink one. That's the one I like. I love pink. Look at that. I'd be boss hog with that thing.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine? I'd be boss fucking hog walking around town with that thing, bumping into small children that are just tall enough to be bump their heads into my Stanley. I'll drag it behind me like an ogre. Yeah, that's cool. I didn't realize that they worked like that. I've never used one, but I'll fill that son of a bitch up with water. I'll drink it all day long. How much water does it hold, though? Like, tell me how.
40 ounces.
What is 40 ounces equivalent to? What's a gallon? What's a gallon? I don't know my.
It's 128.
Is a gallon?
Mm-hmm.
Find me a gallon Stanley. Do they have a gallon Stanley?
They have it, but it's only a little over 3 of those things.
A little over 3?
Mm-hmm.
I need to make sure I'm drinking that gallon a day.
Okay,
That's what I'm
so
trying to
fill
tell
it
you.
up 3 times, dumbass.
I can't fill it up 3 times if I'm at work, dumbass. Do they have a Yeti that's like huge? Oh my god, imagine me carrying that thing around.
Mm-hmm. They have stuff like this, but these don't keep it cold.
Okay, I need something to keep me cold. I can't fuck around with that. What else you got?
Gallon size.
Go to Stanley's website. I'm sure they got one that's huge.
You don't want a Stanley.
Thank you, David Brewer. David Brewer, he knew 128. He knew it.
Wow.
He called it. Thank you for being open and vulnerable enough with us to discuss this topic. I go through episodes of depression and eat up my emotions. Just drinking more water and doing walks will do wonders. Yeah, hell yeah. Thank you, Esmeralda. And I'm happy to share this. I like to share. I like to be real and share what's on my mind on the channel. It's important to me to do that. But to your point, I do it when I'm not feeling so good. I'll eat a lot more comfort food, right? But I'll also, when we're busy doing stuff, that's when Heather and I will be like, okay, let's just order a really quick meal. It'll come from like the Indian food place or Chinese food place, something like that. We'll get all this food here and we're eating it up like you just wouldn't believe. And I love the food. I love it so much, but it's just too damn much. It's too damn much. I don't like to refill water bottles at work. It's like from the tap. And I have no interest in drinking from the tap. Oh my God, how big is that?
So that's a half gallon.
That's a half gallon?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so maybe I can drink my half gallon.
Drink your half gallon at work and come home and refill it.
Does it have a straw?
It comes with all sorts of stuff. It comes with multiple...
Who makes it?
Simple Modern. That's my favorite.
Simple Modern?
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't sound like
they
Stanley.
actually have they have a gallon.
They do?
Uh-huh. So it has that.
That is one big son of a bitch. Okay, Can you order me one of those?
This big one.
Yeah, the biggest one they got. Yeah, 128. Just get it in this midnight black because I'm putting Mischief toy stickers all over it. How much are we talking for that? $59.99? Sold. 10% off? Sold. Go ahead, Heather. Use your own money to buy that for me.
Okay.
It's cheap.
Oh, it's a wet. So you can use a straw or a chug insert. So it comes with two separate ways. So you can like do one of these or you could straw it.
I like straw. Alexander said, check Manna. I have a gallon bottle from them. Manna. Manna. I have the Buc-ee's Yukon Outfitters. I love it. Keeps my beverage ice cold all day. Well, shit. Check Marshall's. They have some awesome ones. Amazon also has some great ones that will keep your water ice cold all day. Oh, this is awesome. Thank you, guys. You guys are the best. I appreciate that. If she loves you like this, who cares how big you are? That's a good question. No, she does love me like this, but I gotta feel better about myself. It's about me and how I feel. I even mentioned in the past, I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna lose weight. I'll get down, way back when I was 165, and others like, don't do it. It's gross. Don't do that.
You were very thin. It didn't look right.
Yeah, I looked weird. I had a big alien. I mean, I already have a big head, but I look like an alien, like a gray alien, like a big old gray head alien. Make a muscle Ghastly. We should. How about an overweight Ghastly like me?
135 ounces.
Is it really?
Yeah.
That looks very similar to a dick. Am I right or am I wrong?
Look, it has handles that fold out.
Bring it home. How much is that? And you can get 20% off.
$70.
Get that motherfucker right there. Get that thing. I like that thing. I like Hawk Tool. I like to spit on that tang.
I don't like...
What? This is Manna. This is what Alexander's saying to buy. He's the best.
Hold on. I don't like that they're not showing you how to drink out of it. It looks like it's just a chugger.
It's a what?
A chugger.
A chugger?
Mm-hmm.
That sounds bizarre. I never heard of a chugger before.
Features.
I got to turn the fan on because it's getting a little warm in here. Self-love is the best love, J.M. Sosa says. Thank you.
It's a mouth opening, so it doesn't have a straw.
I like the straw part of it. If we can get a straw one, I'd really appreciate that. What brand are you getting, Chris? I think we're looking at Manna, but it doesn't have a straw feature, which is kind of pushing me away a little bit. He said, Alexander's saying he's loving it. He says it is. He said it does have the straw feature.
This one doesn't. This one doesn't.
Well, no, he said he's doing a 128.
I need to find it because it's not on the website. It does not have that feature on it.
Something very wrong about this.
64 ounce, 80 ounce.
Okay.
4 liter. See, they have. Oh, hold on. This is 78.
Okay.
40, 64.
How big we talking for this thing? How big? Like, how big is it?
This thing.
Give me the
is
measurements. I need to know.
Too big to shove up your butt.
Well.
Dimensions. Height 17.34 inches.
17 inches? 17 inches tall?
Yes.
How
That's a
tall is
lot.
that? No, it's taller. That's not tall. A Funko, I mean, a Hot Toys is 12.
Okay, so it's 5 inches above that.
Who can I grab as a test case?
I wouldn't grab that.
That's what she said. Hold on. Oh my God, my Red Skull got caught underneath my chair. Don't allow that to happen. Get it away from me. All right, hold on. Is my ass hanging out? Okay. All right. So that's 12 inches right there. Now, if I could pull out my hog, I could add the other couple, but I can't do that. So how tall? What's this? How tall is this? How tall do you think this is? 3 inches?
4.
So we saying this is 4? Looks more like 7 to me. Are you sure? This looks like 6. All right, so 12 plus 4. That's how much this is?
That's insane.
That's how big it is?
Yes.
Holy
at
crap.
least.
That's unbelievable. That's humongous.
That is huge.
How long is the DeLorean? Hold on, let me whip out my hog, and I'll tell you. It is, I don't know how long that is. I mean, it's pretty long, I think. By the way, these are disgusting. These shelves are gross. I need to clean them up. They got like an inch of dust on them. It's horrible. Yeah, I got my Red Skull. Carlos Q hooked me up with a Red Skull Funko Pop. My #1 Grail of all time. The only other Grail I think that I would ever want, but it doesn't matter if I ever would get it or not, but is the Loki SDCC figure. This is #1 for me. Loki would be next in line. Red Skull was always on my list, but I never got him until today, thanks to Carlos Q, because he's such a sweet guy. We got to spend the weekend with him a little bit. We had a fun time.
Oh, I get 5% cash back on.
It's a little bit smaller than the Mega Funko Pop.
Your 18-inch Groot.
That's a big ass cup. Where am I taking this thing? It's gonna. What will the if I put it in my seat in the car, will it ding saying it needs a seatbelt on?
Oh, for sure.
That's crazy. Thank you, Dean. Yeah, I was shocked. I couldn't believe it. Still shocked. I totally it totally blew my mind. What a sweet person he is. Fill it up with ice in the morning, buy gallons of water to keep it work, Snaspire Reyes says. It's a smart move. I like that move. Yeah, I got to be drinking good water. I can't be drinking that tap water. Because where I'm drinking tap water here, local to Baltimore or Maryland, it might change you into something that maybe never come back. It's like toxic. It's gross. How long was the Batmobile? Oh, God, I have no idea. I'd have to look. By the way, listen to this. This is pretty crazy. We have a friend. I think I may have mentioned this before. We have a friend who is a former Sideshow Collectibles employee. And he used to get all sorts of stuff to show off or unbox and do all these different things. And when he saw the Batmobile video, the 1989 Batmobile video, he reached out and he's like, hey, I see that you love the Batmobile. He goes, I actually have the Batman Batmobile Tumbler Hot Toys, which is that big tank thing. He's like, I have one of those. It's in my storage unit. He goes, you guys, I want you guys to have it, meaning Max, because I'm going to give it. I told Max it's his. When we unboxed it, he could put it in his room. He might put the other Batmobile in his room at this point because I don't know where to put it. But anyway, he sent us this thing, and I'm just so grateful. What a sweet guy for thinking of us like that. And I know Max is really going to lose his mind. So big shout out to our friend. I don't want to name him because I don't know if he feels uncomfortable with me telling people that, but he's such a good friend of ours. We love him to death. Jason Steven, hey buddy, thank you for everything, dude, this weekend. Thank you for everything, really. You came through in such a big way with all the footage and trying to go live with us, which I know kind of went off the rails. You're the best. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And then I saw our other friend, Sam Studley. I don't know where his comment went. But Sam, hello. Oh, there it is. Hey, guys. Hey, Sam, thank you for the Funko Pop. I appreciate it. You got me my jazz, and I'm so grateful to you. I really appreciate that. I'm going to make sure you get hooked up, okay, in a very big way. What's up, guys? Just left SDCC on Fun Days. Spent Fun Days with Castle Cast members. It was an absolute blast. Also, thanks for approving my design. The things we made with it came out great. I agree. So Jason Stephen was gracious enough, he and Brian Barrick, to show us what you had created, and they looked amazing. Absolutely loved the pieces that you guys made. You know, with a company like ours, when we get a lot of people reaching out saying, hey, can I make Mischief toy stuff? And most of the time it's no, and it's our property, like our IP, so we don't want to screw around with our IP. It's what we own, and we have the right over it. But when you had reached out about making the lanyards for people to wear, I was over the moon in the fact that you wanted to do that and you wanted to wear them, or your group wanted to wear them. So I was 100% in. So thank you for doing that. Greatly appreciate you guys repping Mischief Toys at Fun Days. You sort of had us with you without us actually being there, and that's so cool. Jason, yeah, man, thank you. And it's okay that the connection sucked. We had a good time that night anyway. We did the live. We chatted with everybody. A lot of people that are here right now kind of chatted about what was going on, showing pictures, getting feedback. It was really great. I had a really good time doing all the lives we did this weekend, including this one. So thank you if you tuned in. Thank you for tuning in and hanging out with us. I hope that you guys enjoyed it too. And remember, soon we'll be doing the Box of Fun unboxing, the at-home edition. And we're going to get that together. If you want to join in on that, go to GastroCast We On Together on Facebook, join the group, and comment below my post talking about that unboxing. If you want to be a part of it, we'll bring you on with us on Google Meet, and we will put you front and center opening your box with us, and I think it'll be fun. Michael Reyes, what's Heather's Grail?
That I own or that I don't?
You don't. Let's say you don't own. Or let's say the one you do and one you don't.
Huh.
How about the Jason with the mask off? Is that one? Or now? No?
It's a good one.
Yeah. You want to think about that?
Yeah, I can think about it.
Okay. Have you ever thought of collecting Transformers G1? Yeah, I have. In fact, that was where I was going to start with everything, was starting to collect something Transformers. But then Guardians of the Galaxy came out, and that got me really excited about collecting something Guardians of the Galaxy, which is how I got into Funko. So I bought a bunch of Guardian stuff. So now I'm buying Funko Transformer stuff, and it's just as fun for me. I don't have time to transform and do all those things, and I don't know. I think they're really cool. I love Transformers. I love the old school stuff. But I'm a simple collector. That's why I love Mischief Toys. The stuff that we make is very simple. You can put it on your desk. That's why I love Funko Pops. That's why I love Chomp, Barely Available. You know, all those guys. I love all those pieces because I can put them on my desk and just have them sit there, and I can stare at them in all their glory. That's what makes it most fun for me. Did you guys get to show talk about protos that were given out at Fun Days? We talked about that a bit. Yeah. In fact, in a video a couple days ago, I think we talked about it as well. Maybe yesterday's video or the day before. So we talked about that a bit. The protos were amazing. Some of the protos were amazing. A friend actually pulled Freddy Funko as Jazz. He pulled two different versions. The common version that would be in the at-home box and the black light version. And he sent me the picture, and I just about lost my mind. I couldn't even believe that he was able to obtain those. Because when he left, he's like, hey, I'm going to Fun Days, and anything Transformers that's there, I'll be looking out for you. And I was like, oh, that's great. Sam ended up messaging me before him, which it all worked out with Sam. So I let him know, or my other friend. But then he showed me those pictures of the protos, and I'm like, what do I have to do to get my hands on that stuff? Because I would love to get those. Hi, Dead Boy. We were not at SDCC, if that's what you're saying. We were not at SDCC. We'll be at NYCC, though. That's the next big show for Mischief Toys, and it'll be really great. And I think, you're asking a question, I'm going to answer it as a premonition. I think NYCC will be the biggest thing for Mischief Toys ever, both in the event that we're going to be holding, the Night of Mischief, and also our booth, which is a bigger booth, by the way, 10 by 20. It's a larger booth, more signage, and we'll be on the same side as a lot of these other big companies like Funko, and 100% soft, all the people that you love. And I think we're going to make a huge splash at New York Comic Con. I think this will be the year that people, I think we're going to find that more people will learn about Mischief Toys, and our fan base will grow at New York Comic Con this year. I am super, super excited, and I'm so excited to take you all with us. And I hope you guys are able to make it. A bunch of you, I know some people have already reached out saying they can make it. The event that we're going to put on, Heather and I have talked about this behind the scenes with some friends, and like, here's what we're going to do, and here's how we're going to outline this thing, and this is what it's going to be like. And our friends are just mind blown, and they're super stoked over it, and they just are so excited to see how this event comes out. And I think that the event alone will be a really, really, really great thing for fans of vinyl collectibles, but more so fans of Mischief Toys. So it's going to be really great. You still looking for a cup?
Yeah.
Any luck?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you tell us your Grail?
I really don't know.
You don't have a Grail, huh?
I mean, I'm sure I do, but I'm on the spot right now.
How about your Grail in your collection? Number one.
It's so hard to say because I have so many cool ones. I have such great autographs with so many memories.
How about the Grady twins that are signed? The Chase.
That is definitely a Grail.
Okay. I was going to say that or Proto Negan.
See, why are you doing this to me?
My buddy pulled DBZ. Was it G? Is that Jice from Ginyu Force Proto? Oh, that's great. That's cool. Do you think Funko will ever stop making Pops? No. I mean, I don't think anywhere in the near future will they stop making Funko Pops. It still generates a lot of revenue for them. They make a lot of money off Funko, or off Pops specifically. I mean, that's their biggest revenue. What am I saying? Revenue generator. I'm saying revenue for some reason. Revenue generator is Pop. Everything else is just sort of secondary or third or fourth or fifth. So Pops will never go away. Here's a couple things about Pops and what makes them so special. One, they have figured out this really golden way in which you can have a collectible that is easily and perfectly signed, because you got the window and you got your character in there, because people love licensed stuff. The Funko Pop also helps celebrities for these shows. So if you go to a show, convention, and the actor who plays Michael Rooker, plays Yondu, is there. You got the Michael Rooker Yondu figure. You got the Peacemaker character that he played. You got the Merle from Walking Dead. You have all these different characters that actor can sign and make money. And he's making a living off of it. So I think they're very important in that way. Perfect for autographs, that's for sure. I think that Funko Pop stands out in terms of getting stuff autographed. People in the past were getting like posters and things like that signed, right? And
people still are.
And like Jason from Friday the 13th, they'll have like a machete thing or fake machete thing signed. So Funko Pops are just a perfect item for that. And when these Funko Pops come out of these different actors, like the guy who played I'll give you an example. Here's a perfect example. Kraglin. Sean Gunn.
Yep.
So Sean Gunn, we would go to conventions, and Sean Gunn's booth would be dead, and everybody else would be full.
Which was so annoying because he's fantastic.
So as soon as he got a Funko Pop, guess who had a long line? Sean Gunn. So the Funko Pop helps them in such a huge way. Yeah, yep, exactly, Alexander. They upcharge the Funko Pops as well, the autographs. So I think Funko Pops are very perfect for that reason specifically. If Funko just leaned really hard on Funko Pops and just said, screw everything else, we know where our real winner is here, and then we'll just improve on what we're doing, they would do a really good job. But constantly trying to come up with these wacky ideas is, to me, I don't know, it hurts them. It hurts them in a really big way. I really like Mystery Minis were really good for Funko. Funko Pops were really good. I liked sodas. Obviously, we have a sweet spot for the Dorbs, but those were not popular at all. People didn't really care for them, but we liked them. But if Funko just focused, which they said they were going to, on a couple of different lines, they would kill. Just kill. They would kill again, I think. As in, did Funko Pop buy the rights to Heather? Just curious, I'd rather watch vlogs of Heather. What? What is this about? What's this person talking about? Can we have vlogs of Heather's daily life? Vlogs of Heather throughout her day over Funko Pops. Kevin Piano?
I don't know how to feel right now.
Yeah, I think you're being a little creepy. So maybe back up a little tiny bit, because that's a little creepy. I don't know what you're talking about.
I am a very boring person. You
Yeah.
do not want to see vlogs of my daily life.
Right.
You would see me playing with the kitty cat, and
Well, based off what Kevin's saying, I think he wants to see all that. I don't know where this is going.
oh
This might be.
oh my God! I just realized what I said.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't mean to say
I know.
that.
He's now you got Kevin all worked up.
Like our cats.
Okay.
Not playing like with
Look,
that
Heather.
kitty
I
cat.
totally understood. I understood, but I don't know if he did. Unvaulting was a terrible business decision. Completely agree. I don't know what they're thinking about that.
They ain't.
They're looking at a dollar value, right? They're looking
Dorbs
at
can burn in hell with golden rewinds. You know what, Dean Blockley? You take that back.
Damn.
I love Dorbs.
He feels very strongly about this.
I bought your stuff. Guess what? Right now, Simple Modern has buy more, save more. So you spend $100, you get $15 off.
Okay.
So I got $15 off, and it's stackable with the 10% off.
Whoa, Heather. You're always very good with that.
I saved so much money today, and I'm so excited. I spent a lot of money, but I saved money.
What's your little song about horror movies?
I love Halloween. I love horror.
That's it. There you go. Look at that. Can we have Heather have a daily fart count for Heather?
You know, good idea, but I would lose track.
You think so?
So often.
Heather farted in the car today. She farted when we walked in the house.
He
in front of me.
got so. He said, "I farted."
I just said don't fart on me.
No, I farted.
That's what I draw the line on being farted on.
I farted in the passenger seat. He was in driver's seat, and he said, "We were having such a good day."
We were having a good day until she farted on me.
And I made it better. I made it great with a fart.
You know what I also realized how I was gaining weight? You know you gain weight in your head?
What?
Yeah, you gain weight like in your head, like on like your head. So I definitely realized I gained weight because my hats have not been fitting well either. So I got fat head syndrome. So I got that going for me too.
That's because I told you you're hot like twice.
My head got really big.
And yeah,
Very
well, your
good.
head got really big.
That's a good bounce back.
Was this in the rental or Heather's car? Definitely the rental. I will disrespect a rental. Oh my God, I will fart in there all day.
Disrespect a rental.
Yeah,
You're
with
so
a bunch of
disgusting.
farts.
You're so disgusting, Heather. Heather's just shitting up that rental like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah.
Funko needs to start
I
looking
did-
into older licenses. I agree with that.
I did post a story that happened to me, so now everybody knows that we have a rental. I posted it on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
Should I tell it here?
Your story about your rental?
Mm-hmm.
I would just make one comment
very
real quick, though. Yeah, you can tell your story. One comment, though. Oh, and I wanted to read something from Joe Gree. Let me read that first. But it was a very sweet comment he left. Funko needs to start looking into older licenses. Agree with that, because nostalgia is the biggest seller.
Like what, though? Like, what are you talking about? Because it depends on what it is.
Well, just old licenses for older films, right? So like 80s films have been very popular, you know, because what Hollywood continues going back to the well, right? Just doing the same thing over and over. Mm-hmm. You might as well make Funko Pops of all that stuff. Why not? I go into B movies too. Go get crazy. So this was posted by Joe Gree, and I just want to say this might be one of the sweetest comments I think I've ever read, because not only is it about us, but it's about you guys or fans of Gasslecast and Mischief Toys. It's huge. So it says, he posted this in the Gasslecast We On Together group. He said, so we had a lot of Gasslecast here in San Diego this weekend. I met a lot of people face to face for the first time. Several people that I barely or never talked to that are part of this group. Every single one of you was kind. Every single one of you was an amazing person. Communication was a nightmare at times, but people went out of their way to help each other and help others. I applaud every single one of you for being a perfect example of hunting together. I wish Heather and Chris could have been here to see it. I'd like to thank all of you that I didn't know before introducing yourself. I will not remember your face next time for the most part because I'm awful of that. I cannot wait to see most of you again in New York. You guys rock. You literally made my weekend better. I'm not going to mention in the specific named because I would be guaranteed to forget somebody, and that would be a jerk move. I will say the Australian contingent was completely over the top awesome. Not that I'm surprised. Love you all. Be safe getting home. Let's do this again next year.
Aww.
That was really nice. Really nice. So if you were there, thank you for being awesome. And you guys already are awesome, so you know that. But just the fact that you went there and you guys are awesome. Really appreciate that. Appreciate that people who follow us sort of understand the mantra that we're constantly putting out. And it's cool to be understood. I will say that. And I say over the years, I've been very misunderstood, but I feel like I found my people. Okay, Heather, hold on. Do you think there will be an unboxing custom Ghastly? It'll probably be after the Box of Fun, I think.
It'll definitely be after Box of Fun.
Okay, we're still waiting
for
we're still waiting for something.
No, we're not waiting for anything, but
No?
there's something you need to do.
Oh, right. We got to talk about that.
Yeah.
Okay, Heather, hit it. Johnny.
Okay.
Hit it, Johnny.
So the other night I went to go and grab us dinner, and the place that I was at is in like a place with multiple businesses in it, and they have like floor to ceiling windows. Like the whole front of the business is a window. And I go and I get our food, and as I'm like about to pay, there was like a commotion. Oh, by the way, I arrived in our rental vehicle, and it's like I have a black vehicle, he has a white vehicle. This is like bright blue. And I arrive in that, I park it, I walk in to get our dinner. As I'm checking out, there's a commotion, and it turns out the guy that was like ahead of me, he forgot to take like a food item or whatever. So like one or two employees ran out the door and they were trying to chase him down to make sure he didn't forget it or whatever. And so everyone was like flustered. And finally I pay, I walk out. As I'm walking out, I click the unlock button to the rental, and I hear the beep beep, and I'm like, okay. I'm putting the key back into my bag. It's a Beetlejuice bag, by the way. Put it back into my BJ bag. And
BJ bag?
Yeah, and I walk over to the car, and I go to pull the handle open, and it's not unlocking. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, I heard it unlock. So I reach back into my Beetlejuice bag, and I go to unlock it, and I hear it unlock. But I don't hear the car that I'm next to unlock. I hear the car that I parked, not at the front of the store. It was far away, unlock. And that's where I had parked it, but I was distracted because that guy forgot his food, and I was all like, I wasn't in the right head. I wasn't in my head. And there was a car with two women sitting in it right next to the car that I tried to open. And I was like, oh my God. Like, I felt so stupid. I don't get embarrassed easily, but like, I was embarrassed. Because like I mentioned before, the businesses have windows that are like top to bottom. So whoever's car that was had to have seen me. Unless their back was for some reason turned like from the parking lot. But in the businesses, you know, it's easy to see outside, if that makes sense. And I was like mortified. So I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I just did that. I ran to the rental, And as I'm about to go in, the ladies that were in the car next to me, they sort of pull up. They were like pulling out of the parking space as it happened. They pulled out of their parking space and stopped in front of where my rental was as I'm about to get in. And she was like, don't even worry about it. That has happened to me before. And I'm like, I'm in a rental. I don't know what car I'm driving.
Why were you
I don't know
screaming?
what this is. I wasn't screaming, but she was like far-ish away from me. I was talking to her.
Good Lord.
So she was like...
You know what? I think that guy was right. You should have your own blog.
I
don't think he was
should.
being creepy at all now. Now I'm just realizing how goofy you are.
She was like, girl, I do that with my own car, not even when I have a rental. So I felt a lot better.
Oh.
But I still wonder what the person who owns that car thinks. Like, do they think I'm fucking, like, crazy? Do they think I was trying to, like,
Break into their vehicle? Probably.
Because I wasn't.
These days you can get, like, shot for that. You gotta be very careful.
I know. I could have gotten shot in front of Qdoba.
Nobody wants that. Especially me. Because who would be around to entertain me in my life? I need you around. Because you're the best. You're the best at doing that. Look how entertaining you were. I wasn't even there. You put on a whole show and I wasn't even there.
I was so embarrassed.
Oh, don't be embarrassed. You did just fine, kitten. You did just fine.
I was so embarrassed.
You know who else likes this?
Vallow.
Fritz.
Yeah, Fritz does too.
Fritz
but
Kitty,
Vallow
he
likes
loves this
it.
too. He loves it too. He's a big fan.
Me, when I was at Target and almost walked into the ladies' room by mistake, I got heavily side-eyed.
Have you ever done that? Walked into the wrong bathroom?
I mean, I've purposely walked into the men's room if, like, someone's in the women's bathroom or something. I don't fucking care.
Right.
Who cares? I mean, if you want to see someone pee, that's weird.
I started taking picture of which lane I'm in at the parking stations. That's
Oh my
pretty
God.
funny. Jesus. That's
That is
wild.
The parking stations, that is so funny.
Wow, yeah, that is wild.
Because we don't call them parking stations
right,
here.
but I understand what they say.
Yeah.
Have we
funny.
announced Mischief Monday yet? No, we haven't, because we're horrible at this.
We are.
When we started this, I didn't realize how horrible we'd be at it.
Yeah.
What do you want this one to be?
What's it gonna be, bruh?
What is it going to be?
I don't know.
I need you to tell me, Heather. You're making it up. I made up the last ones. It's not that hard, Heather. Come on. Don't be ridiculous. Come on. You can get it going.
I can't.
Come on, Heather. Come on. Don't let me
CM
down
Pop said, imagine if the person had already tried to open your car. That's awesome.
here. Come on.
What type of variants should Funko stop making? Glitter, diamond, blacklight, etc. Ooh, good question.
Heather.
I feel like glitter aren't super popular. I love diamond. Diamond's fun. And that's like glitter on top of it, where glitter pops is glitter inside the vinyl.
Kitten biscuits.
I don't know. Don't call me kitten biscuits, first of all. Second of all, I came up with last week.
I did.
No, last
Yeah.
week was frozen treats.
That was I said.
That
How
was
about
me.
I said how about dessert? You said we should call it frozen treats.
No.
So it was me. So
I
now,
said ice cream, and then I said no, not ice cream, frozen treats.
what do you want it to be?
Oh, Trudino said sports/Olympics. Let's do sports.
Sports?
Yeah, put them with your balls.
All right, sports it is.
Should we do that?
Oh my God, what a this is so bizarre. Okay, here we go. It's sports. It's officially sport. Who came up with that?
Trudino. Thank you, Dino.
Thank you. Perfect.
He
perfect.
said for the Olympics.
Okay, I just put sports.
Yeah, that's fun.
Right. That's very cool. And Heather will make the post. That way we got the post all set up and ready to go.
I'm
rock
not
and
making the
roll,
post.
rock and roll.
What do you mean I'm making the post?
Yeah, because you always give me the language of what's going to be on
I
there.
can do that.
Yeah.
I can do that. Let me do that. Entertain them, Chris. Entertain them. Entertain them.
Would you want the picture?
No, you entertain them. I'm sending you the language. Take your best.
Okay.
Sports
All right.
inspired photo.
Perfect. We're going to do that. Yes, we have been watching Big Brother. We're keeping up with it. Don't ask me anybody's names or who my favorite is right now because things are so off the rails. I got to go and we got to catch up on that episode, don't we? We didn't finish an episode or something.
I feel like we've been like falling asleep.
Yeah, we screwed that up. So I gotta like watch the episode. There was one that was like super drama, and I loved it. But I gotta get back to it and watch it. All right, so here's what's gonna happen. Because I'm tired, I'm worn out. I feel worn out from this weekend. I don't know why, but I do. I guess this diet's killing me. So we're gonna post up this new Mischief Mondays thing. You're gonna go and take your photos and post them tomorrow. Because at the end of this month, which is, a couple days, we're going to do the prize. Somebody will win a prize. And we'll ship it out, and you'll be able to open it and look at it in all its glory. I think you're going to love what we ship out. So there's that. Okay? So make sure you take all your pictures tomorrow so you can be in the runnings to win something for our monthly giveaway for Mischief Monday. Next week, we'll be back live with a brand new Mischief Toys announcement. I think you're going to love it. It's a really cool announcement. A lot of cool items sort of wrapped into it. And I will tell you, we might lead up into this weekend, sort of dropping hints or doing things. Because I think we'll drop that figure and the merch like the day after, like Monday or Tuesday would be not this week, but the following week. So be on the lookout for that. More to come. And so next week will be our big blowout for that. But we will be posting a new video every single day, as per usual. Hanging out, partying with you, having a good time. Talking about the boxes. We're going to show more of what people are getting in their boxes, because that's fun. We'll also talk about some drop NFT stuff that we've been holding on to, and we need to talk about it because it's really big news. And much, much more. If there are any stories that you ever want us to talk about or give our opinion on, please message us on Instagram at GasselCast or email us gasselcast@gmail.com. We are always open to brand new stories, maybe things that we're not hearing about, some behind the scenes stuff, because there are days that come around. We enjoy doing our daily content, and I want to give you good content and real thoughts and where our head's at with it. So if it's something you really want to hear about, please let us know, because we can put it on our roster of things that we're going to make videos about. All right? And that's it. Are you okay? Oh, okay. You turned and looked at me kind of weird. I didn't know what that was about. But thank you, everybody. We love you. We really appreciate you guys. You're the best. If you haven't already, check out MischiefToys.com and buy your Tiki Ghastly stuff. It's up there. And if you buy that Tiki Ghastly shirt,
the Hawaiian
shirt, you have a chance at this brand new Tiki Water Ghastly prototype, which is super, super stoked. What about...
It's super stoked, huh?
I know, I'm super stoked. I'm sorry. What about you two do movie reviews like Chris Stuckman? I don't know. I'm
not good at movie reviews because I love everything.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I could do okay with a movie review. We might mess around with that. I don't know. We'll have to see. I like doing different content. It's fun. It's really fun. Sam Pops, hope to catch you soon. But in the meantime, I'll be loving the daily videos you do. Great things from amazing, fun people. Bye. Thank you. That's so sweet of you, Sam. Thank you. We will see. There's only one prototype. Yes, one prototype. One person will win. One
prototype that can be won. Yes.
The one person can win it. All right. That's everything. That's all we've got. We love you. Have a good week. Treat each other well, and have a stellar and fun and hopefully stress-free week. We'll see you very soon. Live next Sunday. Brand new Mischief Toys announcement. Be here for it. Okay. That's it. Bye.
We are going to watch Big Brother. Bye.
Bye. We're leaving.